Fuck that, I'm not doing an intro.
No Man's Sky, the game that went from being hated indefinitely in 2016 by anyone who picked up the game to now one of the most underrated comeback stories of all time. That's what we're going to be playing today.
Before we continue, I would just like to say if you enjoy my content and want to see more, please make sure to like and subscribe. It'll only help me grow.
I've got a few saves already. This is my main one, and I've had to delete a few of the big ones because they were taking up like quite a lot of storage. But today what we're going to do is we're going to hit new game, hit custom, and I've tried doing this on the hardest difficulties, but it's so difficult, so I'm just going to save delete and that's it. So it's hardcore, but I'm not doing the hardest difficulty because it's too difficult. There's not enough sodium to sustain my life in the last one that I did, so we're just going to do it like this. Boom. Let's get straight into it. And I am sort of a veteran at No Man's Sky. I've been playing it for quite a while, and my main save has literally every special ship from every expedition, so... But today we are starting a new save on permadeath. Is it permadeath? I think it's called permadeath. And this video is going to be completely uncut. It's going to be just full raw gameplay, because I feel like that's best for No Man's Sky so that you don't miss anything, because there is a lot, there's like quite a lot to learn, but you pick it up fast. Which is so that you get to see everything. So it's 12.4 degrees, we've got one rad, so this is a toxic planet again, which is what I had last time I tried. And I'm not doing anything the game tells me, I'm going straight for sodium. That is what I'm doing. Because that's what I had last time. There is just no sodium anywhere on any planet. But I'll quickly explain the UI. So in the top corner you've got your health and your little shield modules. You've got 3 shield modules to start off with. At the bottom is the name of the planet, I think, and the temperature, the rads and the toxic. In the top right you've got your mining beam, your percentage, and then in the bottom corner you've got your scanner and your sprint and your jetpack. Yeah, so I'm gonna need to go get sodium as soon as possible because it's impossible to live without it. But we'll just get some ferrite dust first. Ferrite dust is usually found from rocks like this, and you'll need about 75 to get your scanner up and running, which isn't too much. It's not too bad. So we'll grab as much ferrite dust as we can, and then we'll go looking for sodium because I'm not restarting again. There we go, we've got 75, so we'll put that straight into the scanner. 75, boom, scanner is enabled, and we'll scan for some sodium. So you can see Na, sodium, you kind of got to know your periodic table a little bit to understand, but then at the same time you also don't really, you can play without knowing it. And as you can see, that blue pellant that I just picked up, that gave me a jetpack surge. So what that does is basically gives me infinite jetpack fuel, and I can control it really well. But yeah, I'm just going to go and collect sodium, and that's what I'm going to focus on for now, because it's, I would say, the most important thing for starting out is getting sodium. And dihydrogen, the H, is for launch fuel. So you'll mine this, and it'll give dihydrogen, which is crafted into dihydrogen jelly, which is then crafted into launch fuel. And you should see that later on as I play through. I forgot to lock the settings. Hang on. Can I do it now? Yes, I can. Locked. Yes, there we go. Boom. So the settings are now locked. So I will not be changing any of them throughout the gameplay. As I said, I'm just going to go collect sodium. I'll collect anything I see other than like stuff that's not needed. Like these just damage you when you go near them. Look, it'll explode, I think. No, it's not going to do it. They explode when you go near them. Hazardous flora or fauna, either one. I think flora is animals, flora is plants. So that's something to keep in mind. But yeah, pick up any dihydrogen, anything like that you see that's like void card. Anything that's like colourful, basically. Red is oxygen, so if I scan the sodium, carbon, O2, oxygen rich plant. That is another very important material that you'll need for refueling your life support. Or you can use life support gel, but you won't get that until later on in the game. So if I'm just gonna I'm just gonna carry on getting sodium, and then I'll go get some oxygen as well, because running out of that would not be ideal. There's quite a few here actually, so I think, to be honest, that would probably be enough to fill me up. Yeah, I think I've got 132. Yeah, so that's enough. We can go get some oxygen now, which I saw up here. And sometimes you'll get one plant, sometimes you'll get two, sometimes you get 3, 4, 6. You can get quite a lot from one area. But here we only got one, which is an issue, because I'm not entirely sure if there's any more. There is not any more in the area. But as you can see, we've just got a distress signal. Exosuit and his hydrogen pros have reached the marked signal, and that basically wants us to go over to the marker that is almost 900 units away. But that's because I ran away from the spawn location. So we'll make our way over there now. We will, as we're going, we'll pick up stuff as we see fit and what we may need. Because hydrogen I've got 95, so we could get a little bit more. That would be helpful for later on. And there's the big plant. This you need advanced mining laser, which you'll get later on. That's further on in the game. Not very far on in the game, but it's still further on. And the story to this game is quite in depth as well, so you'll be able to see that in the missions and the characters that you come across. And as I said in the intro, this game came out 2016, and when it came out, it was dreadful. It was like playing a buggy, boring, repetitive piece of shit, basically. And over the past almost 10 years, they've been working on the game to bring it to what it is now, and it's amazing. One of the best games I've ever played. It is. It's definitely shines out from the rest of the games in its, even in its art style, its gameplay, everything. It's very unique game, and very capable as well of presenting what it promises in its trailers and everything like that. It's very, very, very good. Obviously, this is not sponsored. Wouldn't be sponsored by nomanssky, but or Hello Games, as the actual company is called. Hey, feel free if they're watching. That'd be great. It's a fucking lovely game. I'm just gonna scan again to see if there's any. Yeah, there is oxygen on the way. There's some right here. Lovely. We'll get some oxygen, and we'll get some more on the way, because it seems that there is a few plants over there as well. So we'll get this sodium. And as you can see, there is our ship. They do tend to put oxygen at the ship, but I don't think they have this time. I don't see anything around it, so I doubt they did. I think it might just be random, and I might just come across it sometimes. But what are these? These aren't giving anything. Okay. So we'll talk to the terminal, as it says in the quest, and we'll broadcast. Anomaly detected, which I think is me. I'm not going to read through everything on the screen. I'm just going to let it play. Maybe skip some of it as well, because it is very, very long. But I mean, you can always feel free to pause if you want to read through all of the voice lines and stuff like that. Always search stuff like this as well, because you can get some good rewards. Well, not rewards, but you can get some really good resources for free just by searching these. It doesn't take long. Like, I just got that hydrogen jelly. That's pretty decent. That goes towards Starship launch fuel. Or it actually goes towards the launch thrusters. And here we've got, I'm just going to recharge my life support really quickly. Here we've got the ship. This is your first ship that you start off with. It's simple, but it gets the job done for the first portion of the game, we'll say. And my main save, is very glitch inducing. Like, I'll do anything to get anything, so like duping, stuff like that. So this will be my first time doing it completely how it's meant to be done. So we'll get in the ship, we'll have a look around. Launch thrusters are offline, pulse engine is offline, everything broken, we'll need to repair everything. And I'll connect my exosuit to the ship. pursuit connected. Repair ship systems. This will basically bring everything online so that we can access it all. And as you can see, we've already got the dihydrogen for this. We just need 50 pure ferrite. So what we'll do is click on the. Can we not? We can't do that yet, apparently. And then we need a hematic seal and metal plate. So we basically need, for a metal plating, it's 50 ferrite dust, which we have 6. And then we're also going to need another 50 to get the pure ferrite, because I think refining ferrite dust into ferrite dust into pure ferrite is 1 to 1. So you will get 1 for every 1 that you put in. So we'll go and collect up some of that. We're going to need another metal plate and some oxygen as well to make a portable refiner, so that we can actually get the refining done. Which isn't too heavy on resources, but it's better that we get this done now rather than later, because later on I'm going to need to recharge my fuel. Later on we'll be going to different planets, might not have stuff we need. I think every planet does have oxygen and ferrite dust, but just as an sort of indicator that it's best to do stuff rather than later in this game, because you might not find something on one planet that you will on the other. So, like for example, copper is a resource that you don't always find on every planet, and that's the best way to get chromatic metal early on in the game. So if you find any on your planet that you spawn on, get it when you can. And I think you always have it on your starting off planet as well, which is a good thing to note. So if we turn 2 of these into metal platings, we can put one of them into the pulse engine, and then what we'll do is we'll use the rest with our oxygen to create a portable refiner. And we already have enough. It's only 30 and a metal plating. And then what we'll do is we'll put the ferrite dust inside, and yeah, 1 to 1. So that little 1 to 1 means if you put 1 in, you'll get 1 out. And this does require carbon, so I'm going to go and mine some, because I am also going to need it for recharging my tool. So these little eggs seem to be giving it, but they're not giving too much, I have noticed. So is there anything else that's giving carbon, or is it just these like little egg sac things? Because if so, that is a bit annoying. Oh no, that gave quite a bit. I'm not sure what that was, but that gave me a lot. We'll heat it up just so that it's going a bit quicker. Doing 100 damage. Okay, those are not giving. Oh, that one is. Okay. How much did we get? We got 116. That'll be enough. That'll be way more than enough. So if we go back over to the portable refiner, we've got the ferrite dust inside. We don't actually need all 100 in there, so I'll probably put the amount that I need. So 50. Or I'll put 68 in. And then put 40 fuel in and begin. And I'll stop it when we get 50. Concentration. Boom. Perfect. And then when you destroy the portable refiner, you will pick up, it will give you the carbon back that you put in and all of the resources. Oh no, it gives you the portable refiner, okay. And then I think if you discard it, it gives you the materials back, but I'm not going to try that. Don't want to risk it. So, we now have the launch thrusters completed. So that's done. Now all we need is the hematic seal, which I believe, if we get in the ship, yes, here we go. Critically damaged, little sensors, yeah, hematic seal, request assistance. This will give us the location to a place where we can get one. Repair pulse engine hematic seal. So if we get out and go to the terminal, and a little tip for you, I'm not sure if I said it in the beginning, if you press the Miller button, which is R1 on PlayStation, I'm not sure what it is on other things, it'll be like left click on PC, keyboard, mouse, I think. If you press that and hold X, you'll get a little boost. Oh, there is some oxygen here. So instead of just sprinting like this, press R1 and boost, send you a lot further or a lot faster, which is just a little tip for anyone who, don't like to play slowly, which is exactly how I like to play. So we'll take this planetary chart, and what we'll do is we'll go into the inventory. It looks like this. It's got a little location symbol, and if you press square on PlayStation, I'm assuming maybe E on PC, plot route. This is going to send us up into the sky, scan the planet for the location of a hematic seal to get the ship fully repaired. and I don't think it's too far away. No, 800 units is not too bad, because sometimes it varies depending on how close the structure is from where you are. If we get this jetpack surge, we should be able to go quite fast, quite far. And it doesn't last forever, the jetpack surge, but it is a noticeable amount of time that you have it for. Like, that was quite a long time. I'd say that was like 10-15 seconds maybe. So it's definitely worth grabbing them if you need the extra little boost of momentum. And obviously, looking in your inventory, I'm going to explain this now so that it's out the way. This is obviously cargo. This is where everything you'll like store. It'll all store in here. Anything you craft in here. So everything I can craft here will go into here, or you can craft it in the starship. And then this is your technology. So this is for your jetpack, your life support, your hazard protection. You'll get upgrades. So as you can see here, I've got an oxygen recycler. So life support tanks plus 10%. That's what that'll give me. And the same for your starship and your motor tool. But the motor tool only has the technology, and these analysis visor, I'm going to put that in there now because I think I can craft a carbon nanotube. So if I craft that, this will be a quest later on, so you can wait for the quest to come up, but I'm trying to do it now to get out of the way so that I've got it, because now the analysis visor will let me scan. So everything like these, anything you scan gives you units. That's the symbol for units. I've got 1,000, got another 1,000, another 1,000. So every unique thing that you find, so you won't be able to scan the same rock twice, but like there's different types of rocks, different types of the eggs, everything like that. Anything that's like separate from each other, you'll be able to scan and you'll get units for it. So see, I can't scan that one because I've already scanned it before in a different area. This one I can scan because these are little floor rocks. And a storm is starting, so I do need to hurry up and get to this location as quick as possible. I think this is a cluster. Yeah, this is a cluster, so I'm going to be able to scan this, get 500 units, and you can scan animals. Like I could scan that over there. I can't even see it. I don't think I'm scanning it. I did scan it. I could scan that over there. 200 units. Everything's measured. Everything is measured in units. Even in space, it's units then light years. So everything's units. Everything you need to know will be in units. Even your currency is units. And then looking at your currency, actually, you've got units, nanites, which is for purchasing upgrades from space stations, and then you've got quicksilver, which we'll get into in a later episode. I don't need to explain that right now because that isn't of importance for us yet. So we'll take the vicious fluid, take our reward. I'm assuming it's going to be nanites. Oh no! Ooh, starship launch fuel. Very good, very very good. Starship launch fuel. Use that to put in your launch thruster, and that saves us resources. Dihydrogen jelly, obviously dihydrogen jelly, metal plating, that is what crafts the starship launch fuel. So that'll save us some resources later down the line because we'll just be able to use that. We'll take the hollow archive. This is what should give us the hematic seal, either one. It should, yeah, we're recovering the supplies from someone else who set up camp here and has perished, I guess. There we go. Hematic seal, there's a light. Oh, it's outside. Okay. And then in this other building, there should be some other stuff to search. Like, yeah, here, there's a research specimen, which will give us nothing, apparently. Usually it does. Okay. Fair dues. I think that is everything you need from here. Yeah, locate the starship. So we just need to go back to the starship, which is in this direction. I'll grab some more oxygen while I'm on the way. Because don't want to die, basically. Anything else to scan? Yes, big rocks to scan. 200 for that. There's an animal over there. We've got 200 for that. Analyze objects for rewards. So it does. If you follow the tutorial, it'll tell you everything you need to know. I'm just doing it a little bit quicker because this game is big and it would take me an hour to explain just the tutorial, maybe even 2 hours just to explain the first sections of the game, and I don't want to have to you know, I don't want to have to take that and turn it into a 2-hour-long video, because that would, primarily for you guys, that would be a bit long to watch just for a tutorial, or not a tutorial, but like a playthrough. So I'd rather do it shorter videos, and then obviously in parts, so that you can watch all at different times. Can this get off my screen? Thanks. Controls are they're not like most games. Like, they are, but at the same time, you have to kind of get used to them. There is some very strange settings, but they're all it's simple play, simple, very user friendly. So obviously these, you do not want to go near these. Hazardous flora. Flora is plants, fauna is animals. So you don't want to go near them because they will hurt. They'll explode. There's nothing else to scan, I don't think, other than like rocks. Yeah. Oh. I forgot to mention this. So analysing on planets, so as you can see, that now says ferrite dust and dihydrogen. Before, I don't know if you noticed, it said ferrite dust and question mark. If you scan an item that has the question marks, it'll then also give you a secondary resource. So using the scanner is extremely useful for getting resources. Now that we're back at the ship, we should be able to place the Hermatic seal in, and we should now be able to set off and do everything that we need to do. So if I 50%, we should be able to take off now. But before we take off, I'm just going to really quickly get the bolt caster installed. Whilst I'm on this planet, if I can find what I need to find, I'm going to get the bolt caster installed, because that is your primary weapon. That is what you need to fight things. And doing this outside of the tutorial, I apologise if you can hear the rain, that is getting increasingly loud. But if you do it through the tutorial, obviously that's the normal way of doing it, but I think doing it outside of the tutorial can sometimes bug the game, so I'd recommend following the tutorial. I'm just doing it quickly because, as I said before. But I mean, if you want to do it quickly like I am, you can do it. Probably quite hard to follow along, but because you also won't spawn on this planet, you'll have a completely different planet to me. Completely different. It might be the exact same. Like, it might be hazardous. It could be a warm planet. It could be a cold planet, and you will spawn with that corresponding protection, I think. So you either get hazard, heat, or cold, or maybe they're all hazard, and then it just corresponds to whatever type of planet you're on. I'm not sure because I can't remember, but the chances are your planet will not be green and grey with eggs. Just, if it is, then lucky, very lucky, because they are all different. Or I say all, you could come into the same planet, but it's unlikely. There is, I think now, as of the last update, because before there was 19 quintillion planets, and recently I think they added another like 2 million systems, so there could be another like 300 million planets on top of that now. So yeah, crazy numbers. You will not in anything's lifetime will anyone ever reach every single planet on this game. Before the world ends, no one will reach every planet, I don't think. Jesus, this is a lot of sodium. This is what you want to find. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. This is the most I've ever seen. Holy, it just keeps going. That was 550 sodium. Wow, that's mental. That is mental. Oh, I've just realised we can't even get this because we don't have the... Oh, I'm a dummy. We can't even get this because we don't have the terrain manipulator. Okay, we'll have to follow the tutorial then, I guess. You can also kill everything, but you don't need to. It don't give you much. I think it gives you like Mordite or whatever. I think it's called Mordite, something like that. It's like a little thing. And while you're on the floor, you can be in first person or third person. Same with the ships. I honestly hate first person in the ships. I like to be in third person because it gives it more of like a, it gives it more, I don't know, it just looks nicer. But as you can see, we have literally got in the ship and flown off the planet, and we are now in space. And we can go to any of these planets, shoot any of these asteroids. Honestly, it's crazy. So we're going to test out the systems and then test out the pulse engine. So, is that a paradise? I want to go to the paradise. That is a paradise. We're going to go to the paradise planet. I'm pretty sure when you spawn in, you'll always have a paradise planet in your system. I'm not sure though. Every time I've started a save, I've had a paradise planet in my system. So, oh, we've got a distress signal or communications. Incoming transmission. Source. Please identify yourself. Sorry about the rain again. The rain is getting a lot louder again. Please identify yourself. Identify yourself. You are not alone. Follow the planetary coordinates. Input coordinate there. This is going to take us to one of the planets, and I'm assuming... Oh, it's taking us to the paradise planet. That is very, very good. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly shoot some of these rocks, because these give you tritium, which is used for recharging your normal thrusters and your hyperdrive. Not hyperdrive. What's it called? Pulse drive. It's used for regenerating your pulse drive. So I'm just going to quickly collect some... Is this not real? Okay, and as we approach the planet, we will be able to see what is here. I don't think there's any water on this planet, you know, which is unusual. Usually a paradise planet would have water. In fact, you can see. Discoveries... Is this one? No? It is this one. I need to land first. So we'll land at the... Oh, it's a bubble planet. Oh. Wasn't expecting that in the spawn system. Wow. It's very empty though. So if we go to discoveries, corrupt blood, low security, flora's high, fauna's rich. There is no water. Not sure. It's not. I don't know where the details are for that. So we'll just have to find out. So what we're going to do is when you get your scanner installed, it comes up in an analysis visor, and that will take you towards anything, any mission, like anything you need to go to. Your analysis visor is for that. And this planet seems to have a lot of knowledge stones, and once we get to the first one, I'll tell you exactly what a knowledge stone does and why they can be important. But I've run out of sprint. There we go. This is a very cool planet. Very, very cool planet. I like the bubbles. These are supposed to be rare. So the fact that I've just found one in my spawn is insane. It's probably what I'm going to build for the series. Memory of the Viking. Okay, so we're in a Viking system, I think, and these are important because if you click on one of these, it will give you the knowledge of whoever's stone it is, and we've just learned the Viking word for Viking. So if we go into catalogue and we go to collected knowledge, here we go, language records. There's all of the words to learn for all of the different species. So we've got that knowledge done, and there's a couple more before we go to where we need to be, and I think it's actually down there. It is not down there, it's this way. Just over here, I believe. Ooh, that was close. What is that? Ugly creature. Where is it? It is that. What? That was so strange. It was telling me to go to the other one. Oh well. We'll go and open this. I don't think it'll give us a reward. Decipher the signal. So what we're going to do is decipher this. 16, 16, 16. 16 is a very important number in this game. Quite a lot of the stuff in the game revolves around the number 16. and you'll find that out later on. Terrain manipulator. Here we go, and the base computer. Base computer will hold more information about whoever is leaving these messages. And we'll extract the plans. Base computer, 30 chromatic metal. So for that, we're going to need the terrain manipulator. And the terrain manipulator, not very expensive, 2 carbon nanotubes and a dihydrogen jelly. 1, 2. No, we can't get the second one. We need more carbon. We'll just chop a tree down. Say chop, laser a tree down. There we go. That should be enough. Yeah, 82. Craft another one, and then we'll craft a dihydrogen jelly. And because this is what I'm saying, because we got all of these resources beforehand, we don't have to worry about getting them now, which is just amazing feeling. 2 carbon nanotubes, dihydrogen jelly, boom. And now we'll go do what I was trying to do on the planet before, which is gather some copper. Paraffinium, copper, 400 units. Let's go get this. We'll also scan animals, rocks, everything while we are making our way over there. There's supposedly 11 species on this planet, which is quite a lot. So let's go. Another thing to mention is when you're using your jetpack up a hill, it won't use fuel. It will not use fuel while you're going up, which is very, very useful. This is a very nice planet. Okay, so we've made it to the copper deposit. What we're going to do is, as you can see, we've got out our terrain manipulator, and we can go big, medium, small. Small, medium, big, by pressing L1 and R1 on PlayStation. And I'm gonna put it on the smallest one because this is quite a small deposit, and I'm just going to outline the area and then dig through the middle. In fact, this is taking a long time. I'm gonna use the medium-sized one. This is actually, it goes underground, this deposit. That's what I thought it was small, but it's not. It goes very deep underground. So we'll just collect up all of this, all the copper. We don't need it. We don't even need all of it. We don't even need like a third of it, but we're gonna get it all anyway. Just so that we've got some for later on, because it's used quite a lot actually, more than you'd expect. So there we go. We have everything. Yeah, that's everything. And now we're going to refine that into chromatic metal by placing down portable refiner. And then, so what we're going to do is we're going to put the copper, which we have quite a lot of now, 300 of. We're going to place that into the refiner, place some carbon, and refine that. But this is the thing. Here, every 2 copper, you only get 1 chromatic metal. And we need, I think, about 50. Maybe more. So just to be on the safe side, I'm going to make 50 because I can't remember. Might be overdoing it, but oh well. There we go. That's annoying. 51. We're going to take all that, destroy the portable refiner, or pick up, sorry. And then what we're going to do is, what is it that we needed? What did we need? Why did we get that? Ah, base computer. Boom. And this is actually quite a nice spot for a base, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just gonna place it down. Search these, and then we will get the base sorted. Exosuit. Once I've placed the base computer and got the base done, I will start building the base and going through all the base stuff in the next episode. So, in fact, I'll explain everything to do with the base part of the game in the next episode, because this is getting quite long. So that is the first half of the tutorial done. Next we will be getting into the base building and anything on from that, space station, anything like that will be in the next episode. So thank you for watching, and if you want to see more from No Man's Sky, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.